Do you ever feel overwhelmed by how busy you are? Do you wish that you just had a couple more hours in the day to get everything done? Or do you wish that maybe your GPA was just a little bit higher? I'm here to tell you that this is all possible with the solution that I'm going to give you. Not kidding. A problem in today's society is how rampant phone usage is, especially among my peers. A report done by datareportal.com says that internet users aged 16 to 64 spend an average of 2.5 hours a day on social media alone, not even taking into account other avenues of internet use. This, to me, is a huge problem. It's something that I've grown up within, but it's something that I don't see going away anytime soon. In fact, I think it's going to get worse. Social media is surrounding us in everyday life and everything that we do, and it's only getting more rampant and taking over more of our lives. So if you want to curb the negative effects of social media usage as soon as possible, you need to start now. But not only are the negative effects one thing, but there are also positive effects that can come from stopping your social media usage. I'd imagine that everybody who's watching this video uses social media in one way, shape, or form. And to combat this issue, I'm saying that you should abstain from social media use for certain periods of the day or outright in general. By increasing the time between picking up and looking at your phone or using apps, it has been statistically shown that you will have better career outcomes and a better GPA. In fact, social media usage, the time spent on social media, is negatively correlated with GPA in multiple studies that have studied this, which means that the more time you spend on social media, the lower your GPA will be. This is a huge problem, especially because almost everybody uses social media. Now, I think that an easy way to go about this abstention is to just turn your phone off. Turn your phone off while you're in class, turn your phone off while you're studying, turn your phone off even while you're doing leisure activities. In fact, in one study, it was shown that people who use social media are on average more bored while using it than are people who are doing homework. So literally, you would have more fun doing homework than you would on social media. But turning your phone off is one solution. A second solution would be to set a timer on your phone and don't look at your phone until that timer goes off. This is a tested method. In fact, it goes beyond back before phones. People used to do it with egg timers. This is something that I have done almost my whole life. And a third option is something that I've been doing a lot recently is through this app called Forest. Now, Forest is just like the timer method. It sets a timer and it plants a virtual tree. Now, that tree only grows after the timer expires. But if you open any other apps during that time period, the tree dies. And then your forest is littered with dead trees or whatever. Now, I think that this is a great app to use to take away your phone addiction. Let me just show you what I mean here. So since I downloaded Forest about a month ago, I have gotten back in the last 23 days, 73 hours and 11 minutes of time not spent on my phone. Now, of course, I wasn't going to be on my phone for all 73 of those minutes, but I probably was going to be on it for a lot of that time. Now, in just a week alone, every single one of these little icons represents about a half an hour time period of not using your phone. Now, I think that 73 hours in 3 weeks, that's almost 3 hours a day. And there were a lot of days where I didn't even use the app. It just goes to show you that it's not a hard thing to do. Getting rid of your social media usage is not a difficult thing to do. It's a difficult thing to begin, but once you start doing it, it's very easy to keep going with it. And now that's why I think the Forest app is a great idea for people who might have that difficulty sort of having self-control and trying to pick up their phone every 5 seconds. With the Forest app, it gives you an incentive to not pick up your phone, because if you pick up your phone, your tree is going to die. And that's why I love the Forest app. But I think that it's a great way to stop using social media usage. And through the Forest app, my grades have been going up. Now, of course, that's correlation, and I can't actually tell you whether or not my GPA has gone up because it's only been a month. But with the studies, it shows that my grade will probably go up now because I have just taken back 73 hours of my life from phone usage. I think that everybody who is watching this video should try to do the same thing. Unless you're some kind of hermit who doesn't use social media, and more power to you, you spend likely way too much time, in my own opinion, on social media, and you need to cut back because social media time, although it has its place and its time and its arguable benefits, it's probably not giving you anything of substance that you really think it is. In fact, it's detrimental to both your official well-being or your GPA or anything like that. So if you cut out the time that you use your phone, you're going to see improvements in all of those things. And you don't even have to use this for a study tool. You can use this to spend more time with loved ones, or you can use this to get more sleep or do more leisure activities. Like I said, people who study and do homework are reported as feeling less boredom than people who use their social media apps. So imagine how not bored people are who are going out and working out or playing sports or doing anything else that isn't staring at their phone. Now, I have committed 73 hours this month on the Forest app. I urge anybody watching this video to commit at least an hour a day, whether it be on the Forest app or just in your own diary or log of keeping time. Just dedicate 1 hour a day to not looking at your phone. It doesn't sound like a lot. And if it doesn't sound like a lot, increase that to 2 hours. In fact, I think that if you want to keep going with this, keep adding the time up until you get to a comfortable level. I was doing about 7 hours a day for a while until I kind of fell out of the funk of it because of the holiday season and everything. I actually stopped using the app because I no longer needed to log my time because I just wasn't on my phone. So I've already broken that cycle, and I know that you all can too. So thank you for listening, and I urge you all try to do 1 hour a day at least without your phone.